Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya Royo and I teach creative people how to sell their art online. And today's video is going to be part 2 of a video I started on the last few days of February, which is called Why Are Your RedBubble Products Not Selling? The first part of the video, Why Are Your RedBubble Products Not Selling, part 1, was a lot about design and upload mistakes. I split the video into 2 sections and honestly, this is my notes. These are my notes for this video. So I split it up because I had a lot of things to cover up, and if you haven't seen the first video, the part 1, I think that you might want to watch it before watching this one, because a lot of the things that I'm going to say relate to design and upload mistakes. So if you haven't seen the first part, pause this video, go back to it. I'm going to leave a link to that down below and watch it and come back. But if you have watched part 1, let's move on to part 2 and figure out why your RedBubble products are not selling. And we're going to be talking about mindset and marketing mistakes. But before we jump right into all of my notes, I have 3 things to say before watching this video. The first thing is that these mistakes can also be taken for people who sell on Society6, on Etsy, print on demand on Etsy, printables on Etsy, if you sell on your own Shopify store. These mistakes are common to so many platforms, and a lot of them are generally about e-commerce and selling anything online. It even relates to even selling services, you know, being a graphic designer or starting up as a freelancer. The second thing I want you to take into consideration is that I try to make my videos adjustable to all levels. So also for people who are already selling on RedBubble, also for people who are not, people who are new, people who are veterans. So some of these things might seem a bit basic to you, but bear with me because a lot of the other things are kind of advanced, but I'm kind of trying to build up on it, like give the ground first and then build up on it. And the third note is about the marketing. This would be marketing mistakes, not marketing tutorial, marketing mistakes. While I'm doing the marketing mistakes, if you already are doing marketing or not doing marketing at all, you will learn a lot. And as I will go through the different marketing mistakes, I'm also going to ask you guys for specific video topics if you're interested in them. So if you see a marketing mistake that you already know on a platform, just ask me to make a full video on that platform. I'll do it because honestly, being on YouTube in the past 2 months is so much fun. I'm having the best time of my life. By the way, did you like my stickers video from yesterday? I really enjoyed making it. It was amazing. It was so much fun. So, why are your RedBubble products not selling? Part 2, mindset mistakes. And I'm going to try to build it up by order and go along as fast as I can. But the very first thing, and this is again true to all kinds of platforms, is not understanding the platform and its differences from other platforms and its rules. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, RedBubble deactivated my account. And I'm like, yeah, because you were selling mature content and not marking it as mature. Yeah, but I wanted more people to see it. Yeah, but the platform says if you're selling mature content, you need to mark it as mature or we will suspend you. Same goes for the platform saying if you had one account suspended, the other account that's connected to it will be suspended as well, even if there is no reason. So if you have copyright infringement on one account and you have a different account that is only yours, and the first one gets suspended, the second one might get suspended as well. And until you resolve the copyright problems in the first one and get RedBubble to forgive you, you're not going to be able to activate the one that didn't have any problem, because that's the platform rules. Every platform has a terms of service agreement. Read it. For example, when I was doing some research for Think Wall Art, which is my new wall art blog, I saw someone on Society6 that I really wanted to write about. Like, I love their photos, I love their design style. And in that artist's bio, they mentioned that you're not allowed to blog about them, post about them, or share any of their products without previous permission. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, yes, I can. It's just like people posting on Facebook that I don't allow Facebook to access my photos. You can't say that. The platform has a rule. And Society6 as a rule, also RedBubble, are a part of partnering and affiliate programs, which means that every person who is a licensed affiliate for Society6 and for RedBubble can go in and take the photos that that person is using and promote them. As long as they provide a link to that, that's legal. that person has no right to tell people, not like, they have the right for the photo. I mean, you can't go in and use that photo on your own products, but taking photos of their product and promoting it on a blog post, they legally cannot tell me not to do it. And some people really fail to understand that. Now, the second mindset mistake is, and I think that a lot of people who are selling on Redbubble are going to know this straight up, thinking that Redbubble is a way to make fast money. Now, that is true and both not true, because, I mean, if you're a public influencer figure, if you have 800,000 followers on your Instagram account with people who constantly want to know what you're buying and where you're buying it from, if you open a Redbubble account, most likely you're going to sell on the first day. Same goes for Society6, and same goes for all different kinds of artists. I mean, I've known artists who built up a portfolio on Instagram doing mandalas and doing all kinds of unique sketches and doing illustrations, and you see an illustration artist that has so many retweets and so many followers on Instagram, and yeah, the moment they go on Society6, Redbubble, Etsy, and start pushing their stuff there, yeah, people are gonna buy it. But when you're just starting out, thinking that this is a way to make fast money, it's just not true. I mean, go into Redbubble, check out how many items there are with each design. What are the chances that someone is going to see just yours and just decide to buy it? I mean, think about it. The next mindset mistake is learning from the wrong people. It's also looking for answers in the wrong places. I can't even tell you how many people approach me and they're like, can you please help me? I need to find good keywords and good niches, and I need to know what's trending to design. And I tell them, I'm sorry, this is not my design system. I design things that I love, and I design based on several niches to do marketing by myself. I don't go on keyword trend hopping, and I'm not really into that. I mean, other than the holidays and stuff like that, I'm not really into that. So you can go and check out, and I actually give them YouTube accounts of people who do it, and they're like, no, 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 but please tell me what are the keywords. And I'm like, but I don't know. And one person actually spent 20 minutes messaging me, and I was kind of messaging them back to see when they're going to get the point. That person just wasted 20 minutes looking for answers in the wrong places. Next up is something that I think that I got to see more once I started this YouTube channel, and it's the fact that so many people treat Redbubble as a full-time job, and you have so many people treating it as a side hustle. And the thing is that the people who are treating it as a side hustle are more successful. Now, of course, that's not 100% true, but I'm talking about relatively new people to the platform. I see a lot of people say, I'm treating it as a full-time job. And in their mind, they're like, this is a job. So when you go to a job, you go and you work. So they log into Redbubble, and for 12 hours a day, they just design and upload stuff. As opposed to people who are doing it as a side hustle, who are doing this for fun. So, you know, they start uploading things, and then they go like, maybe this wouldn't look good on this product this way, so I'm going to try and tweak it. And they try to learn, you know, how to make it better, because a lot of people who treat this as a job, who just show up 12 hours a day and design for 5 months and sell nothing, they don't really see the value in learning from outside, because you normally wouldn't go to a 9-to-5 job and learn while doing it. But some of the people who are doing it as a side hustle, and they're like, yeah, I have 2 hours a week to do it, so they prefer to spend 1 hour out of those 2 hours learning how to get better, because they want those 2 hours to mean something. And I really do see it a lot. And the thing is that a lot of the people who are doing it as a side hustle are also doing it for fun. So when you're doing something for fun, you're literally designing the things that you love, and those things have better chances of selling, because if you like it, someone else would like it. And this is actually how I got started for Redbubble. I was doing it for a massive amount of hours a day because I had a very troubling health situation at the time. And but what I did was doing it for fun. This was my side hustle outside of my business. This was my way of, you know, chillaxing. And one of the reasons why I started Redbubble, because the first time that I saw it, I actually saw Society6 first. But the first time that I tried uploading like one of my sketches or one of the things that I was doing back then, I was like, oh, this is so pretty. I think I spent like 1 hour just admiring the mock-ups of how everything looks. And this being a side hustle for me, I think this is why my Redbubble sales picked up so fast, because I was having fun doing this. And again, as a side hustle, I was learning a lot more. And this is something that I take into my business, even though my business is not a side hustle. And I do think that a lot of people don't understand the value of learning something and being better at something. If I give you, for example, my WordPress development business, so I build websites for other people and I built websites for me for my affiliate programs. And I've been on WordPress for about, I think, 8 years now. And I also teach it. Like, I teach clients how to build their own websites, and I teach people how to become WordPress developers. And whenever I start a new project, I remember I was like looking at this new theme and I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe I'll install it. No, I'm going to search it on YouTube, search for someone who did a full tutorial on this theme. Because I know WordPress platform, I know everything is a bit different. And I know that some themes have different aspects or different features that I might not even see in first glance. So I do go and watch, like, I seriously will go and watch a full 1 hour tutorial about a theme that I want to use, even though it's like the 200th theme that I've used. I'm exaggerating. I've used over 1,000 themes throughout the last 8 years, but I will still learn it. And not only will I study it and learn it, I will make a cup of coffee. I will take my notebook. I will take a pen or a pencil, and I will sit down like a college student and write down the most important things. And I think that when you do that, this is a very valuable way to learn. And I got a lot of pushbacks when I offered this to a lot of people. Someone told me, like, I need to learn how to design for all the different types of products. So, I'm referring them to one of my videos where I physically showed like all the different ways to design for different products. This is not something that I can explain in words. That's why I made a video. And I made a suggestion, so you wouldn't forget, take a pen, take a notebook and write it down. And people lash out. They're like, you think I'm your student? And I'm like, dude, I'm a student to so many people. If you want to learn from someone, even if it's for 5 minutes, yeah, you're their student. And the more you value being a student at that moment, the more value you're going to get from that lesson or video. So I treat a lot of the videos that I watch on YouTube as classes, and I just write down my thoughts in the process. This is going to be a very long video. I'm already regretting it. A next mindset mistake is trying to copy what other people are doing or learn from their success without having all the data. And I see it in a lot of places. Mostly I saw it with people who sell on Etsy. And I'm like talking about, a specific product you might not succeed as well with a specific product because not a lot of people are searching this on Etsy. And they show me, you see that there is this store that sells it and they have like 17,000 sales. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't know how they market. Oh, no, they don't do marketing. And I'm like, how do you know? Because I scroll down and there's no Instagram link. Some of my products I promote on 7 different Pinterest accounts. Not everything is visible on a platform. The next mindset mistake is thinking something is a scam just because you can't hack it. And I've seen it so many times. Is RedBubble a scam? Because I've been on it for 2 months and I'm not selling anything. I think I need to clarify what a scam means, because a scam means a platform or service or a place or a person that doesn't do what they say they will. And RedBubble doesn't tell you, upload products and we will sell them for you and give you money. RedBubble say that you have a platform to upload your design on products, and if those products sell, the person who orders it get the product and you get the commission. So if, for example, I would order something from RedBubble and never get it, that's a scam. And if they ignore all my emails, or if I have many sales as an artist and not get commission, that would be a scam. But thinking a platform is a scam just because you can't hack it it's like the worst mindset you could be in entering RedBubble. Another important thing I think is not understanding consumerism logic. And I think that a big part of it is not being a consumer to this type of platform yourself. I've seen a lot of people who ask me, like, how do I even sell stickers? I mean, why would a person buy stickers? And for me, buying stickers is like something that I do all the time. I have a planner, a scrapbook, and I love these kind of things. So for me, I think that this is also the easiest product to sell because I can understand the logic. And I think this also goes into why I never sold a t-shirt in 4 or 5 years on RedBubble, because I don't see the point in it. For me, I don't know, maybe it's because of where I live or the other places that I live, because in Israel you can find pretty cheap kind of clothing and high quality in the marketplaces. There are, like, I grew up with so many print shops that would literally print anything you want on a t-shirt, and that t-shirt would be, I don't know, $5, and whatever you want printed on it, they will print on it on the spot, and you can feel the fabric and really dive into that. A lot of the things that I like, I can just order on AliExpress. And when I was living in Romania and Thailand, I mean, I found stuff like cool t-shirts for $1. So I would not understand why someone would pay that much money for a t-shirt, and I think that that's the reason why I'm never selling mine, because I also never push them on social media because I don't understand the logic. But the bigger issue is that when people don't understand the consumerism logic, they design things that are not good. And I mentioned it in my design video in the part 1 of this video. When you foresee RedBubble to be a platform where people search for keywords, and if you have the right keywords, you're going to make a sale, that's not going to work. If you look at it as a place where people want to buy nice fashion and you sell nice fashion to your standards, you're going to sell a lot better. It's kind of funny because this also relates to the people that I was talking about having this as a full-time job, or the people who are doing it as a side hustle. A lot of the people that I know that are successful in RedBubble who started as a side hustle started for one simple reason. They wanted to design something for them and they didn't know where to order it from. And then they found RedBubble, so they uploaded a design that they want to wear, like a gift that they want to buy. I know a lot of people who started because they wanted a nice mug for their boyfriend, or they wanted a nice t-shirt for their sister. And you know, because you wanted this specific gift, other people might want it too. So if you've never been a consumer of a certain product, you're going to have a really hard time pushing it. Another mindset mistake would be to think that you have to do everything that is available on a certain platform. I've heard a lot of people asking me for help being accepted to partner programs of fan art on RedBubble. If you don't know what partner programs are, there are specific brands, TV shows, movies, bands that really got together with RedBubble, and you can design for them, but you need to get accepted. You need to make a pretty design. You need to make a design that is in the line of that TV show or movie or brand. I've had so many people asking me about like why they didn't get accepted to a partner program. And first, you know, it's about asking the right people, because I flat out tell them I don't do fan art. Maybe you find someone who does and ask them. No, but I'm asking you. I'm like, okay, show me your design. And they sent me a design for some, I think it was for Criminal Minds. And I'm looking at the design and I'm like, have you ever watched the show? And they're like, no. You do know that fan art means art that was created by a fan. And they're like, yeah, but there is the fan art program and I want to get accepted. I'm like, why? Because I want to make money. Okay, so go watch the show, because I don't know if you've seen the sticker video from yesterday, but the sticker I got from Orphan Black, like the partner program, I don't remember the name of the person I got it from, but I'm going to leave a link down below to that. The sticker I got from them was so good, and I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, there is no way that that person didn't watch Orphan Black, because just by looking at the sticker, I could say that this person watched the show and understood the show, because it was so spot on. And that's why I bought it, because I am a fan of the show. Just because fan art programs exist doesn't mean you have to apply to them. Another mistake that I see in terms of mindset is thinking that RedBubble is just for t-shirts. Because I know a lot of people are coming from like Merch by Amazon or a lot of these other platforms, and they're like, yeah, but I'm focusing on t-shirt design, and you know, t-shirts sell best. And I'm like, who told you that t-shirts sell best? People who sell t-shirts. I mean, I see so many people that have full-on shops that don't have one t-shirt in them. They design patterns, and patterns don't really look good on t-shirts other than on the, you know, the fancy tank top and the graphic t-shirt, but they don't design for the basic t-shirts because they just don't care. So RedBubble is far more than just t-shirt. There are so many other products. There are so many other niches. I know people who only have baby products activated in their store. I know people who only have mugs, who only have like one thing. And I'm not saying that this is correct to just focus on one product when you have so many, but focusing just on t-shirts, I think that if you make a good design, it's going to look good on other things if you just tweak it a little bit. I'm going to leave a link down below to a video where I show how I tweak design to different products. But I'm going to move on now, because otherwise this video is going to take like 4 hours and I'm not even going to watch it. So another mindset mistake is focusing too much on other people's success and thinking that you're somehow entitled to succeed on a platform. Like I've seen people who are chasing the people who make money, but they're not looking into why or what they're doing. And one thing I remember is a conversation on Facebook, and this guy wanted to know how much money I spend on Facebook ads because I sell on RedBubble, and I don't spend money on Facebook ads. So how do you market? I have my own blogs, you know, I write about it. And he said that it's not fair that people like me are on RedBubble because we have an advantage that other people don't have, which is knowing how to build a website. And I'm like, this person is an illustrator who worked for Disney. They know how to illustrate everything. You don't think that it's not fair that they're on the platform? He's like, yeah, RedBubble should be about making fun designs and selling them. I'm like, no, RedBubble is a platform to put designs on products and market them however you see fit, as long as it's legal. So, you know, I also see a lot of people who don't study the platform that they're on. I mean, I've noticed people who are in RedBubble for 5 years and don't know baby products exist. I've known about baby products from day one because I was uploading to a t-shirt, and then there was this like weird mark that has a warning sign on it. So I clicked on it and I saw that baby products are not activated, so I activated them. And the thing is, in terms of learning, there is the part that you learn from a person, and then there's the part where I like to call my favorite game. What does this button do? And I do it in so many other things. I think it was 4 years ago when I was at a co-working space in the center of Israel. And I saw a graphic designer, and she was working on that tablet thing with the pen. And I think that was the first time I even saw that these things exist. And I asked her, like, how is it called? Because I kind of want to, you know, do it too. I want to try and using it and illustrate. And she told me, like, you know, just search for a Wacom tablet. So I went online, I searched for a store that sells it. There was one with Black Friday sales, so I went to it the very next day and I got a Wacom tablet and came home. And as I connected it, it says, well, you deserve 3 free softwares out of a list. So I was looking at the list of softwares and I'm like, okay, I need YouTube to decide what to do. And I literally searched on YouTube each and every one of these programs, their capabilities and who they're for. And I decided that I want to start with Clip Studio Paint because it's very similar to Photoshop, and I don't have Photoshop, and I actually don't like Photoshop, and Clip Studio Paint seemed like it's easier than Photoshop. So I started with Clip Studio Paint, and then, you know, I opened the program, and I'm like, let's play my favorite game. What does this button do? And I basically went through all of the features and the options of everything. I spent 2 full days just looking through stuff in their feed, like clicking on random things. And one of the things that I saw was the symmetric ruler, and I was looking at it, and I'm like clicking on it, and it opens like this sunburst of lines. And then I tried to color, and all the lines came out symmetrically, and I'm like, oh, this is a good way to make mandalas, you know? And I think it was 4 days after that I went back to the co-working space to work, and I was sitting down, and I was with my Wacom tablet, and I was making the mandalas. And the same graphic designer that I came for advice, and I do have to stress this, the same 2nd degree certified graphic designer that explained what a Wacom tablet is to me, she walked past me and she looked at my screen and she was like, what program are you using to make these mandalas? And I'm like, Clip Studio Paint. Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm like, this is a kaleidoscope feature on Photoshop too. She's like, really? I didn't know that. They didn't teach us that at school for the 7 years that she was being educated on graphic design and illustration. They never taught them the kaleidoscope effect. And she has been using Photoshop for over 9 years. And I'm like, you've never clicked on that button to see what it does? No, I was properly trained. And so, you know, you go into a platform, click on the button, see what it does. Seriously, that's all there is to it. Same goes for Canva, by the way. There are so many features of Canva that people don't know of. I'm like, a person was like, how do you curve the text on Canva? And I'm like, you go to effects and you click on curve text. And they're like, yeah, I've never clicked on effects before. Why? Because I didn't know what it's going to do. It's not going to explode your computer. Just click on it. It's fun. So, you know, whenever you're seeing something new, a new platform, a new design software, just play my favorite game. What does this button do? Does? I think my grammar is so bad today. I'm soup tired. So, you know. Moving on with, I think, the sun is up. The sun is finally up. I feel like you guys are waking up with me. Another mindset mistake is limiting yourself to one platform. If you have good art, then, you know, you have TeePublic, Teechip, Amazon, Merch by Amazon, you have Society6, you have Zazzle, you have all kinds of programs. If you're already making good designs, try to upload them to more programs or more places. Obviously, you don't have to do that, and you don't have to do the same. I know that I'm trying to split my focus. Like on RedBubble, I'm doing one thing, and on Society6, I'm starting to do something completely different. which is photography. So I'm mostly focusing on photos that I took in Romania and in Thailand. I think that a lot of people could learn like how to use different programs, because if you have good designs, let's say on RedBubble, you can also sell them on Etsy. And I know that a lot of people don't want to do print on demand on Etsy because you have to, pay in advance for the cost of the fabric or the mug or everything. But you can sell a lot of your things as printables, whether it's wall art or cards. And I'm going to have a lot of tutorials this month. On the 10th of the month, I will have a full video on all the digital download products on Etsy. So if you're selling on RedBubble and you have good things that you sell there, I think that this video might be valuable, because you could also tweak those designs and sell them as printables on Etsy and make more money on a different platform. Another mindset mistake, and I think that I've touched this a bit before, is thinking that RedBubble owes you something. And I've also seen it on Etsy groups when people say like, it's not fair that when you search for, like, they were searching for their own products. They were like searching for something that they sell. And they're like, it's not fair that stores that sponsor ads or stores that already have like reviews are like placed above them. Why? These platforms are there to make money. It is amazing and it is nice that they do all these things and they want to support their artists, but these platforms are about making money. So the first products up on the list would be the products that are most likely to sell, which means the products that were already sold or the people who paid them for ads. So RedBubble doesn't owe you anything. You could be on RedBubble for 4 years and sell nothing. They don't owe you any sales. You owe yourself to make good designs on niches that you know how to market them, and make good sales. That's what you owe yourself. RedBubble doesn't owe you anything. And while I'm at this topic that RedBubble doesn't owe you anything and you owe yourself, I see a lot of people with this, I don't know, this opinion or this approach to things, and you tell them that you could do a better job with marketing if you use Placeit, but they're like, yeah, but Placeit costs money, and Canva costs money, and Creative Fabrica costs money, and this program costs money, and they don't think that they need to spend money in order to sell on RedBubble. And I'm like, you don't need to do anything to sell on anything. You don't even have to sell on RedBubble. It's your choice. But if you want to make good designs that sell, you are going to have to step up your game. If you want your marketing skills to improve, you're going to have to step up your game. It's your choice. And thinking that you shouldn't spend any money on because it's a free platform doesn't really mean anything. And finished with mindset mistakes. I'm moving into marketing mistakes, and I really do hope that I'm going to crop a lot of this part out because it's so long. Can you guess what is the one biggest marketing mistake that people do on RedBubble? Think on that for a few seconds. Seriously, I'm going to have a sip of my coffee in the meantime. What is the biggest marketing mistake that people make on RedBubble? Well, the biggest marketing mistake is not doing marketing. I know it sounds dumb, and I told you at the beginning of this video that I will say some things that sound basic to a lot of people, but this is the biggest mistake that I see on RedBubble. People who think that because the platform does marketing, they don't need to. Yes, but the platform markets things that sell. If you go on and you check on, and people go like, no, but they market my things all the time, because I go on to, like, I don't know, Facebook, or I go on to any website and I see, like, Google ads or Facebook ads with my products on them. And I'm like, yeah, that's called targeting based on where you were in the website. So because you spent time on your store, you're seeing ads about the products that you've seen. Nobody else is seeing it. Only you. So as much as it is fun and you think that they're doing all the marketing for you, they're not. They're doing marketing for RedBubble, not for you. So they're doing marketing for the things that people like, the things that people look at. So the biggest mistake is not doing marketing on yourselves. The second mistake that I see a lot is mostly on Instagram with people who promote just t-shirts. And I don't mean just promote t-shirts. They promote the same t-shirt. And one guy approached me and he was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong with my Instagram. And I'm looking at their Instagram and I see the same, guy that wears the graphic tee on all of the posts. And I'm like, yeah, because all your posts are the same. And he's like, but they're different designs. Yeah, but if a photo is this big, the design is this small, what people see when they go to your Instagram is the same t-shirt all over again. And that person wasn't even doing patterns. So it was like the same white background t-shirt with black sleeves and a text in the middle. It doesn't matter that the text on the t-shirt was different. It looks like the same product, like copy paste of the same post all over again. So stop focusing on the same exact t-shirt. Another mistake that I see that is relating to this is using just RedBubble mockups. And there are two reasons why using RedBubble mockups might not work for you in terms of marketing. And the first is, if you're looking at nice things on Instagram as a potential buyer, a lot of people are using the same mockup. So you end up seeing the same people, the same faces, the same poses, and the t-shirt can't become this, you know, secondary thing. But if you invest in making prettier mockups, or mockups that are better fitting for your niche and for the design styles that you're making, so people would see something different and something that is more eye-catching, and they would like it better. Not to mention the fact that RedBubble mockups are very small in terms of pixels. They're about 1000 pixel by 1000 pixel, and Pinterest prefers things to be bigger. So if you upload a mockup generated by Placeit that is bigger, it is more likely to succeed. And this is also a very big problem with people who sell baby products, because RedBubble's onesies don't have babies in them. And it's not just having a baby in it. I mean, for example, if you design something for dog lovers on a t-shirt, you have mock-ups on Placeit for people with t-shirts with dogs. And that will sell better than just a person going like this with a t-shirt. I mean, a girl hugging her dog lying on the grass and said, like, I'm a dog mom, that would sell a lot better and that would grab more attention. I'm going to leave a link down below to Placeit. I've been using Placeit, I think, for like, I don't know, I think it was like 7 or 8 months now. I have no idea why I haven't seen them before. They are an amazing platform. They're also a design platform, so you can, you know, what does this button do all over Placeit? But it's a really important software, and I'm going to be talking a lot more about Placeit in my next videos, especially on the niche video that I plan on doing on the 19th. On the 19th of the month, I have prepared 15 niche ideas, and all of them actually have sub-niche ideas, and a lot of the tips there relate to adjusting the niche to the mockup. Moving on, and another reason why you need to use external mockups is because when people see a certain t-shirt, let's say, and then they go onto RedBubble and they see the exact same thing, there is something I call like being ready to buy. So if you see a t-shirt like on a person that's like walking or running or doing something like this, and then you go to RedBubble and then you see like the full t-shirt, so you have a better perspective of how this would be in your life versus how the product is. And you can't really do that when you're just using RedBubble mockups. As I said in the beginning, this is a mistakes video, so I'm not going to talk a lot about how to market with Instagram, but if you want me to do a full video just on marketing your RedBubble shop or any kind of print on demand with Instagram, please let me know. I think this would be a really nice thing to do, and I just want to see, if you guys are interested in it, because I don't know if you know how much effort and time goes into making these videos. So I don't mind doing it because I'm having a blast, but I really want to know that this is something that interests you. So if you want me to make a full tutorial just about marketing with Instagram, let me know. Another mistake that I see is people focusing only on Instagram, because Instagram is the social network with the least amount of clicks outside of the social network. And majority of these clicks come from people who can send clicks in their stories, and to be able to have a link in your story, you need 10,000 followers on Instagram. So the amount of people who actually click on something is really low, especially if you compare it to Pinterest, because Pinterest is sort of like Google, but for pictures. And Pinterest is literally the place that people go when they want to buy something. So they go onto Pinterest to search for it, to see where to get it. So the chances of getting a sale through Pinterest links is way better. And I do see that a lot of people make the mistake of forgetting Pinterest or thinking that it doesn't matter. But I think that one of the biggest mistakes of people who do use Pinterest is to focus their Pinterest only on their products, which is wrong. Because Pinterest algorithm will prefer your account if you pin things from inside the system. I have a full-on Pinterest tutorial on the 7th that is designated for RedBubble sellers, and I will talk a lot more about that, but really try to investigate the platform, go in, even watch YouTube videos from other people, learn from multiple sources, and really try to understand that Pinterest is a social network. If you only just upload your own designs onto Pinterest, you're not going to get very far. Another mistake that I see, and I know that some of you are not going to agree with me that this is a mistake, but hear me out. it's being absent from your own social media. I mean, if you look at places like Society6 or RedBubble, and they're like, you know, or even Etsy, their whole point is people, like ordinary, everyday people, designers, artists, having a stage. So if you're an artist, you need to be in your own artist Instagram. I mean, if you only post products, you'll get less traction than posting things relating to your niche, posting funny things, posting photos of yourself in your everyday life, posting the things that you like to do, even posting, you know, sort of an inside look and as to how you're designing. And I was talking before about this one girl who did a lot of mandala paintings, and she had a following on Instagram, and then she started, I think it was with Etsy or with RedBubble or both. And a lot of her videos and posts on Instagram was sort of like the work in progress. She was like making videos of how she makes the mandalas, as opposed to, you know, just showing buy this, buy this, buy this. So I think it was like 80% of her Instagram was about designing mandalas and the mandala vibe and showing mandalas in her home, versus 20%, which became showing her products, which is, I think, a really good ratio. And I've also seen it since I opened the wall art blog, because I asked for people if they wanted to be featured as artists. And I explained to people, you know, your name, your age, where you live, what you do for a living. They're like, no, I don't want my real name there. And I'm like, if you don't want your real name, I can't have a featured artist about you. And they're like, no, but you know, you have to accept the fact that I don't want to reveal myself. I fully accept that. And I agree. If you don't want to reveal yourself, and if you want to be personally absent from your social media, that is fine. But this goes back to understanding the rules of the platform. If my platform and my blog says that a featured artist need to have a name and an age and a photo, I'm not, go and promote yourself in other places. But arguing with me that this is how you want to be featured on my platform is going against the rules of the house, and that's just not going to work. If you want to be absent from your social media, there are things to do it. There are ways to go around it. I see so many platforms and so many social media profiles that are not a personal one, but they are also not focusing on the product. I mean, one of the most successful things that I've seen online, and I will be touching more on this subject when I talk about the niches for RedBubble, is if you have a certain niche, and I'm going to take the dogs again. So if you're designed for dog lovers, you don't have to constantly post your photos on Instagram in terms of like the photos of your products. You can also just post free to use photos of cute dogs, or post like funny memes about dogs, and just generally attract people who like dogs as opposed to people who want to buy your product. Because if I'm just scrolling down through Instagram, 90% I want to look at nice things and just, you know, find people to follow. I'm not always interested in shopping. That's Pinterest. Another design mistake is not properly studying or taking the time to study social media marketing. And I don't mean going to college or going on taking courses. And of course, you can take a course if that's what you want to do. But you can also study social media marketing in so many other free places online. And again, sit down with a notebook and study how a platform works and research it. Just blindly going into Instagram and Facebook and marketing it without knowing how is just, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of your time. I mean, I've seen people who spent 4, 5, 7 weeks promoting when they could have spent 20 minutes learning how this platform works and do everything way better. Another marketing mistake relates to holidays. And when I talk about holidays, there are two things you need to understand. One is to simply state out a holiday. So for example, on the 4th of April or on the 3rd of April, upload something with your design and wish your followers Happy Easter if they celebrate it. And I don't mean upload a t-shirt that says Happy Easter. No one is going to buy a t-shirt that says Happy Easter one day before Easter. Don't. I mean literally post Happy Easter. Congratulate people. Create attraction by just saying something nice. You can even do, if you're not absent, take a selfie of you and go like, Happy Easter. And another mistake with the holidays that really directly relates to this one is forgetting the fact that a holiday for a print-on-demand seller starts 2 months before the holiday. So you should have started designing for Easter at the beginning of February. So you have the design process, you need to wait for the platform to actually understand, your product and scan you in, and then you need to market it. And when you market for a holiday, you actually have to tell people this is the time to buy. Because just uploading Easter products a month before Easter would make very less sense unless you write down, don't forget to buy your Easter products. Don't forget that when you buy online, something cooler than what I said, but basically educating your followers that this is the time to purchase things for Easter because the product needs to be manufactured and shipped to them. Another marketing mistake that I see on RedBubble is thinking that RedBubble SEO and keywords are only on RedBubble. RedBubble gets a lot of their traffic from Google search. For example, you would search on something on Google, and if it's a product that RedBubble has, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see Merch by Amazon, you're gonna see Etsy, you're gonna see Society6, you're gonna see a lot of people who are on their SEO on Google, but that doesn't necessarily mean that this is a trending keyword in that platform. So for example, maybe watercolor paintings or a specific type of painting isn't trending on RedBubble, but it's trending on Google. And if it's trending on Google and people search for it, they can find your RedBubble store if you match your SEO keywords to Google and not just to RedBubble. This is where I stop you again to say that if you want me to make a full video just on Google Trends and how to find keywords for Google, please let me know. I think it's a lot more my thing than finding keywords on RedBubble, because I've been an affiliate marketer for about 8 years now, so Google SEO is really my thing. So if you want me to make a video about how to find Google Trends and Google SEO and Google keywords, please let me know. I would love to make a video about that. Another marketing mistake that I see, and I think it's also some sort of a mindset mistake, is looking for clients in the wrong places, because there are so many print-on-demand groups for designers. So I see people post like, check out my latest design, buy it now because it's limited. Or they post stuff like, our t-shirts have the highest quality and they're now on sale. And I'm like, dude, we're all on RedBubble. We all have the same quality. We all have the same sales. I mean, why would, and people go like, buy my products. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm a designer myself. All of us here are designers. Why would we buy your product? Especially if their product is made using free stock photos from Canva that all of us can do. Don't go searching for clients on designer groups. You're not going to find a lot of them, and you're only going to find them if people are going to specifically ask for something, like when I asked for stickers. So focus your marketing efforts in the right places. And if you do want to be a part of these designer groups, ask questions, learn from other people. You would learn a lot more if you post an example and ask people how to get better. And I think that this also goes to some of the mindset mistakes, that some people are just lazy. I mean, I saw someone, he sent me, I think there were like 900 designs in his store. Most of them are text-based, and most of them had grammar mistakes and typos and stuff like that. And I pointed that out to them, and they said, yeah, this is a good remark, thank you, but I'm not going to change them because I won't do all this work again. So you won't do all this work again, but these products are not selling. That's just lazy, I'm sorry. If that's not taking yourself seriously. And of course, you can not take yourself seriously on a platform. Just don't expect to not take yourself seriously and succeed. Another marketing mistake, and I think that this would be the last one for this video, is the fact that people think that they need to have one account that will feature everything. And yes, if you're an artist and you have your own design style and you focus a lot on yourself on social media and you have several social media accounts on different social platforms, that's fine. But if you're trying to design for several niches, or you want to focus on different types of products, have different social channels. Like, you could have a Pinterest account just for fashion and a Pinterest account just for home decor. And think about it, if you're designing nice things for RedBubble, you can literally open a Pinterest account and an Instagram account that is dedicated to home decor, because they have so many home decor items, whether it's the wall art or the bath mats or the shower curtains or the clocks, or so many of the things that they have that could decorate a house. And again, if you only limit yourself to these RedBubble mockups, then your Instagram is going to be boring. But if you go to place it and you find nice bathroom designs that allow you to replace the shower curtain and place it there, you're going to have a lot more success by targeting these specific niches. And I know a lot of people who have, like, I think one person had 5 Instagram accounts. One was for fashion for men, one was for fashion for women, another one was fashion for babies, Another one was just for iPhone covers, and another one was for home decor. And all of these accounts go to the same RedBubble store. So it's just, it's up to you. And the more creative you get and the more you learn and the more you, click on that button, see what it does and explore and try, the better you're going to get. So in terms of this video, the biggest RedBubble mistakes, I would have to say, are limiting your mind, focusing on the wrong things like other people's success or other people's failure, or blaming the platform, not understanding the platform, not understanding the rules of a platform, not doing marketing at all, or doing marketing in a very specific way that you think is going well. And if you are doing something that isn't working, I think it was Albert Einstein that said that the definition of insanity is doing the same action over and over again and expecting a different result. Because if you constantly upload designs and you're not selling, uploading more designs is not going to fix the problem. If you only post on Instagram and you're not selling, continuing to do it is not going to fix the problem. And yes, of course, you have to have expectations, and you can't look at a week's scale and say, oh, this didn't work in a week, so this isn't good. But if you're doing the same exact thing and you're never evolving, you're never going to get better and you're never going to have sales. And that's it for me from today. I'm going to tell you goodbye with this. I finally got some of the products that I ordered for myself that are not stickers, that I ordered from my own shop, and I'm still actually waiting on some of them. And the minute that they all arrive, I'm going to do the same thing I did with the stickers and do like stop all the horses and immediately upload a video about that. I ordered this. I also ordered a tote bag. I ordered a journal book, a face mask, and a t-shirt. So the minute that all of them arrive, I'm going to make a full video just on that, because I think that it's important to show you the quality. But I'm so happy with it. This is so pretty. I feel so excited. And you know what? This really relates to the first part that I said about mindset. I design things that I want, and honestly, getting this product made my day. This is going to be my new favorite wallet because I am such a lazy woman. This is literally going to be my wallet. I like everything, thrown in the same place. That's it for the RedBubble Why Are Your Products Not Selling Part 2. I am done. This has been such a long time recording this. I don't know if you know, because I have no idea how long it will be after editing, but this actually took about 2.5 hours to film. I really do hope that I managed to push it down under 45 minutes. And that's it. I'm going to go back to editing. I'm going to see you in 2 days with how to design your own cover photo for RedBubble, with designing you guys cover photos, the things that you recommended that I do in the shops that you commented that you want me to design. And a day after that, on the 7th of the month, we will have how to promote your RedBubble store on Pinterest. Just a reminder, on the 10th, I'm going to have a full digital download products tutorial or video, sort of like a walkthrough of what you can do on Etsy, which is really important to any type of designer who is on any other platform, because you might find other products that you can do or sell with your same designs on RedBubble. And on the 12th, we will have how to make and sell printable greeting cards on Etsy, which will also be, this will be a full walkthrough tutorial. And this, again, is also valuable for RedBubble. And on the 14th, we will have how to sell photography online, where I will show all of the platforms on how to do it, including RedBubble. And if you want to know what's up after that, well, go to my schedule video, because I'm kind of feeling lazy right now and tired, and I have a lot of editing to do, and I love you guys so much. Launching the video yesterday as a live premiere was so much fun for those of you who have been with the chat with me, and I'm going to do the same thing to this video. Well, actually, now that you're watching it, you already know that. But I would like to thank you in advance for all of you who participated in the live chat and the live premiere today. This has been such an amazing thing for me, and I've had a lot of people asking me when is the next live chat or how do I know when it is. You can go and check out my Instagram at may.arroyo. I will leave a link to that down below, and I always post on Instagram story when a video is about to go live, so you can, if you want to stay on the live chat and ask questions, feel free to do it. I'm having a blast with it too. So that's it from me for today. I hope that you like this video. If you do, hit that like button down below, because every time you do, YouTube thinks, hey, this is a nice video, I will show it to more people. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!